So the fourth thing for building your culture component is the process. I'm going to go really quick on this. I got 10 minutes, 8 minutes. So the process, 1 A to Z. What are your company? What should be everybody be doing their duties for everyday tasks? Where they fit in the process? Okay. Again, we don't want to create bad energy with your company and saying like you're not doing the right thing. So if they know exactly what they're doing, I would take a picture of this. You can duplicate it easily. Gives you a good starting point. Okay. Next slide, you talk about the DISC assessment. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. We hire for 3 things: what they're built for, what they're passionate about, and what this economic engine is. And the last one, affordability, economic engine, is very tricky because any football fans here, NFL football, if I would tell you, I don't care what your team is, okay? But if I tell you 2 years ago you can have a shot at Tom Brady to play on your team, it's priceless, right? He wins championship. Everybody would have paid whatever money is. So the value is a little bit difficult. Somebody wants 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. Unless your company, even the company is smaller, sometimes it's a little bit harder to digest. If you have a bigger company, you can probably afford those salaries. But what the value they bring in propose as to match the value that they ask for. So hiring is a disaster, right? So I come in the office one day, Art, we're looking for inside sales, and I'm so mad. So HR says, what the hell is wrong? We need inside sales. Why can you not hire somebody? And I'm so mad. I'm pissed. And the girl was like, I'm doing the best I can, Martin. Like, this is really difficult. I say, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it myself. My deep personality comes in, and then I'm starting doing interviews, and it's really hard. I interviewed 100 people to hire one person that perfect. I was looking for IC personality that want to help people. What they're built for, IC, what they're passionate about, helping people, and we could afford her. It took me 100 people. How did I do it? And 100 people, if you do 30 minutes interview, that's years, right? It doesn't work. So what we did, this is the process we'll show you real quick. We attract people through social media. Social media is not about me. If you look at Monarch Roofing or Riva, you'll see a bunch of people, the entire company behind the scene, what it looks like to be working at Monarch Roofing. A lot of videos like you saw at the beginning, excitement. We attract people and then we attack people into Indeed. We use a lot of Indeed. We send email, and you can see templates. Anybody use Indeed, by the way, for recruiting? Okay, so you can send email templates. So we send email, are you interested? Your resume stood out to us. We're interested in doing interviews with you. Click the Calendly link and schedule your 10-minute interview. That's number 3, massive action. 10-minute interviews. And really, it was 5 minutes. They made me put 10 because they said I'm out of my mind. But you should do 5 minutes at most interviews so you don't waste time. How many people don't show up on first interviews? You do a 30-minute interview at the office in person. My gosh, you're wasting so much time because they don't show up. So 5-10 minutes, you get to know them real quick, and you can schedule them for a second interview. And when they show up to the first interview, I'll say 95% of the time they show up for a second interview. Okay? So they show up first, second. Before you do a second interview, you do a DISC assessment. I'll show you what that is. Before the second interview, you do a DISC assessment so we can identify what they're built for. They might not know, right? They might know, but it might not be a fitting for your machine. Then field interview, I love to do this. The third interview is on the field. So we get a lot of people that are not in the roofing industry to work with us. So one of the first questions is, can you climb roof? You've been on roof before. If they want a job, they say yes in the first interview, right? For sure. But I want to see if they can or not. So for asset salesmen, they go on the roof, if they can or not. And there's something special that happens there. I don't go with them to go on the roof. They drive around with somebody else, one of my trusted salesmen, because the true personality comes out. They're going to start asking you weird questions. We have a strong policy about no smoking. They might start smoking. It happened before. One guy driving around fell asleep driving. He was not driving. He was co-pilot, right? But it's crazy what we find out, the purity of people that we don't have. If I'm doing the interview and I'm going to do the walk around, the drive around, this guy's going to be in the best behavior. So we don't really get the real, okay? That's third interview, and for videographer, we get like somebody to video some items. We put a test, basically. That's the third interview, is a test. And we do reviews, 60, 90, 360. So the DISC, okay, real quick. The DISC, D-I-S-C, 3 minutes, my gosh. So the D personality is what you're looking for in outside. I'm going to use outside salesman, okay? D personality is a driver. They want to win. They're passionate. They want the reward. They want the belt. They want to have the result. They're really driven. Awesome for sales. The I personality, they're very emotionally involved. Sales is emotional. Somehow they make everything look good. They're a really good storyteller. They can make things, they're a really good influencer. The S personality is a peacemaker, stability, great for HR roles or office world. And the C personality is phenomenal they're super smart people. They're really good to analyze. They can repeat activities behind a computer, like doing estimates over and over and over, repetition, and they're super smart. They're really good at this. So when I'm describing this, sometimes when we hire somebody, we're looking for that Trojan, that perfect person that can meet homeowner, that's relationship, like an S personality, that's emotionally connected with homeowner, with I personality, that's a driver that can keep going to door knock all day, that wants result, and that is smart, that can do estimating. So I'm describing you position for 4 different DISC assessment. It's impossible. The only thing that's all 4, they say it's God, right? So we're looking for that superstar person up front. Instead of picking out what they're really good at and put in that seat, they can do that same activity over and over, we're trying to get them to do too much. And when you're trying to get to do something too much, like you get an I personality to do exact estimates, it's not easy for them. It takes a little bit more energy. When it takes more energy, it's negative. They're not as performing as good, and it becomes negative. So, by the way, okay, real quick, if you want to scan this, I got 1 more minute. This is the DISC assessment. If you want to scan this, I don't know if everybody has ever done that. What's that?
Yeah, it's not working.
Oh, it's not working?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. All right, I'm going to skip all this through here. There's a lot more. This is the book, by the way, Relentless. Awesome book. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. Tim Grover, awesome mindset book. We give that book, by the way, to all our employees. All new employees gets that book. Okay. So if you want to scan, this one should work. Scan this. That's my contact information. Text me, and I'll text you the right link for this assessment. Okay, so I'm going to skip all through to fuel. Okay, fuel is very important. How we can fuel the company, the team to become better. We talk about adrenaline. That's a negative hormone. There's also dopamine. They call it the angel cocktail. Dopamine is one of them. This I'm going to talk about is the secret handshake. I know it's not a secret handshake. I'm going to go to this one. Love, okay? So oxytocin is something that creates emotion, bonding between people. And when I was parking cars, okay, something happened to me, and I see this in leadership, to me is an issue, okay? I was parking cars, okay, I'm parking cars, that's my job, and then people the regulars, I knew what to expect, what the tip was gonna be, so I would park them in different sections, okay? The more you tip, the closer you are from the door. And then I would get people that never come to the club, then I would not get anything, okay? So, and a click happened. One guy, he was a prick. He comes in, he's like, I want you to park my car right here. And he's right by the door. I said, man, I can't really do that. I'm like, okay. So, and you see in my face, I can't do it. He's like, no, I want you, and he gets $100 out. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. He's like, you know what, you're not convinced. He ripped $100, gave me half of it. He's like, when I come back, I'll give you the other half. Like, now I really gotta park it there, right? He's got me. So when he came back, he gave me the $100. It was parked right there. The morale is, your employees, we wait for them to do something good to reward them. Why not reverse this? When you ever trying to go to a restaurant and start tipping up front? Because they don't know you. If you tip them up front, they'll know what quality service they can offer you. Reverse it. Why wait at the end? Then, oh, you did a good service, I'm gonna pay you. So at Monarch, we're very big on providing tools to succeed for employees, truck, phones, and it's different if you have 1099 and W-2s, but we're all W-2s employees. So truck, phones, there's a video I was gonna show you. We do record a video, what to expect video, from a salesman to send the homeowner before we get there so we can create a celebrity effect. So tools to succeed. One of them is, I'm gonna show you a little video, and to give to somebody that was very deserving. They needed a vehicle. They didn't have a vehicle yet, but we were pushing that. They had an old vehicle. We're trying to get a new one. But love, okay? Create something, find things that will make a special person feel special. Hey, welcome.
Awesome. Yay, you got your Explorer.
Every time I watch this, I get a little bit emotional because she had her parents, her mom was, she had cancer. So that's why they had the dragonfly on the car. So it brings them hope. So she's amazing. But that brings oxytocin in your company. So emotional, be real with your company, love your team. Don't be a boss, nobody likes that. Okay, help him win, give him tools to succeed, and do it up front. Don't wait for them to bring in. And if they're the wrong people, guys, they take advantage of it, get rid of them. They're the wrong people. Hire better. That's your fault. Hire better. I think we got some time still, you think? We'll watch another slide? Yes? Good, good. Okay, so we're gonna do a fun one. A secret, okay? And you don't have to, just wait for a second, yes. Okay, it's gonna be funny. So secret, I got you emotional down, I'm almost in tears, so I want to do something fun. So secret, there's a secret handshake at Monarch Roofing. Okay, a touch releases oxytocin. It's an hormone that creates bonding between two people. So that's why a handshake is so important. But I had a hard time with a handshake because every time I do a handshake with somebody, I feel like I gotta have a conversation. You feel like that? So imagine you go to a job site, there's 12 guys there. Then I gotta handshake everybody and ask them how they're doing, their family, which is very important, but you don't have time for that, right? So we create a secret handshake. Anybody wants to do it with me?
Yeah.
Yes, come on, yes. So 1, 2, that's a Reba handshake. We promise each other that we're not gonna compete, we're gonna dominate the market. Everybody stand up, let's try it together. 1, 2, boom, yeah, that's it, do it. Good job, right, Jeremy? What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. Echo Roofing, very good. Where's Ryan?
Texas.
Don't know where he's at.
All right, guys, so that's it. Thank you very much for being here. Go crush it.